This is Pixel Pete. All you have to do is look at his shirt here. Art plus math equals awesome. Pete, you're an artist. You work in the nonprofit sector for your real job, working for the Salvation Army, but you are doing something in Art Prize with these. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm building a giant mosaic using 4,242 of these Rubik's Cubes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure one of the faces so that it creates a portrait of Martin Luther King Jr. I'm then going to take the Rubik's Cube mosaic apart and donate all those cubes to schools across West Michigan, specifically Grand Rapids Public School.
And we do have a picture from your Facebook page and your website of the mosaic as you envision it, I guess. You think it'll take 90 some hours, or was that the original mosaic before it got bigger?
We'll find out. I'm basically affording myself 2 months of working on it part-time in a studio, so it'll come together in pieces. And
because you have to solve these to get the colors that you want them to be, right?
Yes, exactly. I have to. They're going to be scrambled, then they're going to be solved, and then they're going to be reverse solved, if you will, so that it works in with the mosaic, because each sticker on the Rubik's Cube ends up being a pixel of the mosaic.
Hence the name.
Pixel Pete.
And we are in a classroom here, as people can tell, Harrison Park Elementary, because you are using this to help kids with math and geometry. And as you said, once Art Prize is done, you want to donate all these to GRPS. What are these kids learning?
They're learning geometry, they're learning algebra, and they're learning about how to do something and stick with it. It takes a lot of patience, as you can imagine, and we're teaching them that and a lot of other stuff. And it's really amazing because when the kids first solve the cube the very first time, it opens their worlds up, and it shows them that if they stick to something, they can do it, no matter how hard or unbelievable it may seem.
And you say you want to do this as this for you is as Art Prize is to the community, because you think Art Prize is giving back to the community, so you want to give back via Art Prize, right?
Exactly, yes. I would hope that others would see it the same way, and maybe in the future they do, but to me it's not so much about the art, it's more about the kids.
What if you didn't win the 250 grand? What are you going to do with it?
We'll have another interview, I think. I don't want to think about that. I've got enough to focus on for sure.
We're running out of time here, but you originally had planned on setting the Guinness World Record for largest one. Then the guy you talked to get some tips from said he was going to build one bigger than yours to blow yours out of the water. So the Guinness is out the window, correct?
It's a little disappointing, but it's not the main focus of the project, so I'm all right with letting that go. Maybe next year we'll see something, who knows. So.
To the world that exists, it's at your fingertips, aren't you tired now, shutting it out?
It's going to tell us the trick, but there is no trick. There is an algorithm involved, and that is a word that means absolutely nothing to me except to put my head down in my book in high school when the teacher did it. What is the key here before we start?
Well, there are actually many keys to it. There are different ways to solve a Rubik's Cube, many ways, and some of them have not been discovered yet. We're hoping some of these kids will find them out.
But you have your own routine, your own rhythm that you do.
So many people that have gone so hardcore, full on, full throttle, to pull out the best that they can to be here. And every one of them deserves a standing ovation, absolutely. You know, my project's large, but everyone else put their heart and soul into it.
You have fuel to take it farther out than it's ever been. So do everything that you want to. The only way to start's to begin. Yeah, the only way to start's to begin. Yeah, the only way to
Still surreal. I think that's the key word to this entire project. Surreal, to have people come in and just rave about it, to see people come in 3, 4, 5 times. The mayor's been down here 3 times. People are, the buzz is all over the city, and it's crazy.
To play this simple song when I play it wrong, could you sing along? Inspiration finds me and I sing it wrong, could you sing along? 'Cause distance doesn't have to mean by plane or car or train. And no matter how I try, this will always be the same, it'll be the same. Inspiration caught me and
Again, how many of these do you own now, and how many more do you need to do your art prize?
I only
piece?
own 4 of these.
You own 4 of these. You need 4. So you need 4,290.
Yeah, 38 more. So yeah, 4,240.
He needs more than 4,000 more.
song's not just my song when you sing along. And a number's just a number's just a grade, it's not my name. And a label's just a silly word for things we can't explain. Can you explain why this still feels the same?
You got to get the cross first, correct? You're almost done here.
Almost done. So I'm working on the last layer here. And so I'm making another cross.
And you can do this literally in about a minute and a half or so, and you're almost done here. And the thing that always gets me, Michelle, is that just before it's finished, it never looks like it is almost finished, and then bam, it is done. I bet there's only 3 or 4 turns left here. There's an inverted this and an inverted that, and that was what I was trying to learn and could not do it. And now we are almost done. Pete says this is a good way to win bets. It's a good way to maybe try and get a free upgrade on the airline, correct?
That's true.
Oh, and there we go. Anybody get it?